Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 4 of December Documented. Today I am going to be documenting my Christmas trees, and again I'm going to be using a large photo because I'm really loving this big photos, but also I have a few things that I really wanted to highlight. And so my tree is one of my things that makes me happy. And I do like to highlight. The other thing is my grandbabies. So I know I have, they've got some pictures with Santa Claus that maybe some bigger ones. So anyways, today I'm going to be scrapbooking a picture of my main tree. Let me show you what we're working with here. I'm just going to start trimming it down real quick. We left off with, we left off with day 3, and we had made our shaker pocket that was the 4 photos. So on this side, I am going to have my 4 photos, and it's going to be the smaller tree. So I already have one in the pocket, and I have my shaker that we already have the number 4 in. And so on the opposite side, I'm going to have the full photo. Now this time, I think I printed it correctly. We'll see in a moment, using print to size on my Canon printer using some Epson photo paper. So let me go ahead first of all and print or trim these 2 sides, and then I'm going to hold it up and just confirm I have it right. And I did make it a little bit big, so I'm just going to hold one of these in front of it to use as the example, and then we'll trim the rest of it down. I'd rather have it a little bit bigger than not big enough. So let's go ahead and trim this one. And now I'm not sure what's going to go on the back side of it for the next day. I believe the following day, my day 5, was just a day of work, and I didn't do much other than, working on my Christmas cards, which I think that's what I have. I'll have to go and look. I'm thinking it's I've already done the hot chocolate festival with my sisters, and then that was on a Sunday. This day is Monday, and again, I did not have a lot going on, but I did get my trees finished the day before, so I wanted to document that. And then on Tuesday, which will be the day 5, was a work day, and I really didn't have anything going on other than after work I filmed my December Documented. But I also went, along with filming my December Documented, I was making Christmas cards. And so really don't want to document either one. I didn't take any pictures that were work related, and which I probably should do my work from home. But, and I've already documented making the Christmas cards. So when my Christmas cards go out, I'll probably do something with like mailing them and maybe taking another photo with them all done. But yeah, I'm still in the process of doing my watercoloring, so I'm not ready to document that yet. So I think on the back page I will be, I I'm not sure what I'm going to document. I might document like the front of the house, but I think what I might be doing is like a smaller photo. So maybe like some pattern paper and then something, you know, smaller to go on there. Thinking. So I'm still putting that one. So I'm not going to do anything with the back side yet, other than punch the holes out, but it will go in the book looking like this. All right. So the other thing I did was I printed up some photos to come, but I've got the house or the other trees. One is my office tree, and then so I have 5 trees. I have one in my dining room. I have one in my living room. I have a cluster of trees in the living room by the big tree, and then I have one in my office. Oh, and then one in the front hallway. So, got a few. I love it. They all have white lights except for the one in my office, which is my little 4-foot colored light tree. And currently is decorated with a bunch of gnomes that I made. And if you've watched my channel, you have seen I posted a video on how to make those. Those are probably going to be going on top of presents to individuals. So right now it's full of a whole bunch of them, but by the end of the season, there should only be one left for myself. The rest I'm going to give away. But for now, it's on the tree and it looks really cute. All right, so now that we have these all trimmed down, like I said, we have our shaker pocket. Okay. And so this is how it's going to go into the pockets and look in the book. All right. So now I think I want to grab those rub-ons out again and check those out, unless let me look, because I'm thinking there was one of the rub-ons said our tree, and I could try and stick that like maybe up there, and there was a smaller one. I do have these clear transparencies, and there's one with holly. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so let's see what we've got in here. That's too big and not a great shape for the corner. I have that. And I'm not really liking it. It looks like it's, it just looks like it's having a hard time against the photo. It's not standing up against it. Oh no. Packaging attacking photos. All right, so I think I'll hold off on that. It just, it seems like, because the picture is busy with all the ornaments, it didn't pop off the picture like I had hoped. So I'm going to say no to those. I've got the envelopes, which won't work. And, okay, so that's nothing in there. Now there's the chipboard titles. Let's see what's in here. Merriest Advent, Joyful, Ho Ho Ho, Santa Holly, Merry Festive, Holiday Wishes. And again, if we had It's tinsel time. We wish you a Merry Christmas, joy to the world, peace on earth, elf on the shelf. Pure joy, we believe, under the tree. Holly jolly. I'm not seeing anything in the phrases. And again, the frames I don't think will work right now. Then we have these chipboards. These are special or Christmas Spectacular chipboard set. Now this does have a larger poinsettia and another holly. Maybe with it not being transparent, maybe that will look better. Let's take a look. So I was thinking if something was up here, I could even have it off the page. I wonder if our tree would fit on top. So turned like that and going a little bit off the page. I don't mind. I don't want it, I might trim a little bit off there, but let me see. Let me grab the big rub-ons. And let's see if that our tree would fit on that piece of and it looks like it would be too big. This is the 1 hour tree. And then the other one's a big one. I'm afraid I don't want to cover up like the train, because that's my husband's favorite part. Let's see. And I'm afraid with like the wallpaper that this our tree won't show up. Very well. Maybe. All right, we're gonna risk it. Let me cut it out. I mean, the big one would be kind of cool. I'm worried that with the darkness of the tree, if it will, if you'll be able to see it. Let me look at Kevin's that we did. Let me see how that rub-on looked. See, he went with red, but he was wearing khaki pants, and it did an okay job of, you could see it. And it did show up, like I can see a little bit of the green over his black socks. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try the big one. Worst case scenario, I have to reprint the picture and I waste a rub-on. I just like the impact of that along with the picture. And I do have, I take a picture of our tree every year, so it's not like I'm going to cover up anything that's like super, like never been documented before. And I will probably have more pictures of the tree in there. I just want it to have a nice impact. So if I put this right here, I want to make sure I line it up. Okay, I'm committing to it. Let's see what happens. Let me do the risking of the rub-ons, and you guys can decide whether or not it's something you like down the road. And my little rub-on tool. One of the things that's spurring me to use these rub-ons is they do have a shelf life. And so you do want to, you know, they're really beautiful. And you do want to get them used within the, I would say, the first year of buying them. Just so that you know that you got your money's worth out of them and you didn't waste the product. It's kind of like when you buy mixed media products. If you don't use them, you lose them. Other things like tools, things like that, they don't go bad. Paper doesn't go bad. But rub-ons and some of these mixed media products, you really gotta, if you're gonna invest in them, don't invest to collect because you'll just be putting money out the door. Invest to use. Okay, so let me start. When I do rub-ons, I just try usually to start, once I've gone over it really good, I start peeling it in one corner and then kind of rub as I go. And if I see that something isn't coming up with the transfer paper, I lay it back down and rub on it again to give it another chance. Now there is some things that are off the page that are still on the transfer paper, and that's okay because I knew they weren't going to have the whole thing on here. And if I choose, I can maybe add it like some of these little splatters on a corner. But you can see that the rub-on is coming up beautifully because they're new. And that's what we want. We want to use those products and have them used up. Now, the big reveal. Does it blend in or can you read it? Yay, you can read it. All right, I'm happy. Now there's a couple little splatters here that came off that were off the page. I'm going to add them to the top here. Get my money's worth out of it. And there's a couple over here. Add those down here on the wall. Yay. Okay. Does not require any other journaling because it's self-explanatory. It's our tree. And none of these really do need any explanation. Everyone knows I'm insane. I just want to document what our trees look like this year. So we might put a couple phrases on here. There isn't really any phrases in this one. There's a bunch of little phrase stickers in here on this chipboard. So let's see what we can find. So we're going to say this one's done. I'm happy with that. So now I just need to find on my 3 trees. This is my office tree. This is our dining room tree. And this is the hallway tree. And again, we have the main tree. And then there's another cluster of trees. Those will be documented down the road. I'm okay with it not being on here since I just had room for 4. And let's see here. And right now the cat is here, and if he jumps over, I apologize in advance. All right, this one says deck the halls, and this is the hall tree, kind of, you know, play on words. So we're going to go with that one. I have Believe in the Magic. I think we'll put that up there. Now, we don't do Elf on a Shelf, but I could do a play on words. because I have, my cat is right there up on the table where my tree is. He's been a little pain in the butt. He's right next to me right now. He's had this obsession with this tree, and we've done the squirt bottle numerous times, and it's now a battle of wills to see who's gonna win, Bud or me. Or we could do Waiting for Santa. That'd be kind of cute with him, and I could put it down below by him. Let's do that, and then I get a little bit of the black, red, and green in there, and then we have our tree. So let me put these back. Again, just going to keep it simple. I think for these, because they're chipboard, I think I'm going to put it on the outside of the page protector, just so that I know that I'm not adding bulk and having them slide out of the page. So let's go ahead and slide these back in. And I have to say, one of the happy surprises I found this season is, like I said, I'm using my Canon printer, that my wide format printer I bought last year. I just didn't have time to play with it last year, so this year I am. And I have to say, using that print to size and printing them, now I am going to have to trim these down, but I am like loving using that. I was able to print with one photo paper all of those photos at one time versus sitting there and doing a little bit each day, you know, or at each moment. It was just, I'm really happy with it. And I was very, very surprised. I've also been leery about the photo quality. We'll see how it does down the road with, how do you say it? The length of time. I'm losing my words here. What is the word when you, longevity, that's the word. Anyways, we'll find out about longevity down the road, but okay, I'm going to glue these together. But right now, using the Epson paper and doing it on the Canon printer, the quality of the photos is just like I've been printing it with my Epson PM400. So I'm wondering if it's just because of the photo paper on how well it's going. But I'm very, very happy with how the photos are turning out using that photo paper. So I have a feeling that my large printer is going to get even more of a workout than it has in the past, which, you know, it makes you feel good when you can use your tools like they should be. Okay, I'm going to glue these together and trim off the little bit of white in the back. The ones that I printed with these from when I went to the Hot Chocolate Fest were using the Picturemate and using the Project Life 3x4 app template. So that's why they're probably just a little bit different in size. And I used the print to size and told it I wanted 3x4 photos. So they're just a little bit larger than what came out of the Project Life app. And that's okay. Now this one here, it seems like it's like pretty close. So it could be user error too. All right, just go ahead and get these lined up. And that looks pretty decent. Actually, the Project Life one is a shade bigger, so it was probably me and my cutting ability. Just give it a little bit of a shave. We don't see any of the white from the picture behind. Not that it really bothers me on a normal basis, but since I have them out, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so now turning them over. Let's get rid of the little shavings here. I'm just going to adhere these using my ATG. So we've got the Waiting for Santa. And we'll just stick this at the bottom here, right at the base of the tree. So you can see the cat, and it makes sense that he's waiting for Santa. And then we have Believe in the Magic. And I think I'm going to put this one up here, only because if I have it down below, I think the floor is darker and I can read it better up there. And then I'll go ahead and do the Deck the Halls for the hallway tree. This one, because it's green on dark, it will pop off. So do I want to put it under the tree or up here? I think I'm going to put it up here because it's just like what I call dead space. It's like just the wall. And this, it's hard to see on film, but this is our tree skirt. So I want to make sure that that is showing. And then the under the tree that fell out, I'm going to put that back, and we will use that for when I actually document all the wrapped gifts underneath the tree. All right, I think that's going to do it. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I will try and be back again tomorrow. We'll figure out what I'm going to do for my day 5, because again, it was a day that I didn't do much of anything. So I'll figure out something to document, maybe the front of the house tomorrow. All right, thanks so much. You have a great day, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.